Hello, I'm Philip Sneller. Welcome to Window on the Word. Today, let's listen together to Luke chapter 21. And when he looked up, he saw the wealthy putting their offerings into the contribution box. And he saw a certain poor widow put in there 2 small copper coins. And he said, "Truly I say to you that this poor widow put in more than everyone else, for they all contributed out of their abundance. But she, out of her poverty, put in her entire means of subsistence." And as some were speaking about the precious stones and votive offerings of the temple, he said, "These things that you observe, days are coming in which not one stone will be left upon another that will not be thrown down." And they questioned him, saying, "Teacher, when will these things take place? And what is the sign that this is about to happen?" And he said, "Take care that you are not deceived. For many will come in my name, saying, 'I am he,' and 'the time is near.' Do not go after them. And when you hear of wars and insurrections, do not be terrified. For these things must happen first, but the end will not come immediately." Then he said to them, "Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be great earthquakes, and there will be famine and pestilence, and terrible sights and great signs from heaven. But before all these things, they will lay their hands on you and persecute you, handing you over to the synagogues and prisons. You will be brought before kings and governors on account of my name. It will lead to a time of testimony for you. Therefore set it in your hearts beforehand not to speak in your own defense. For I myself will give you a mouth and wisdom that none of those who set themselves against you will be able to oppose or contradict. But you will be betrayed even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death, and you will be hated by all because of my name. But not a hair of your head will be lost. By your perseverance you will gain your lives. But when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then know that her devastation is near. Then those who are in Judea must flee into the mountains, and those in the midst of her must depart, and those in the fields must not enter her, because these are days of vengeance to fulfill all that has been written. Woe to those who are pregnant and those who are nursing in those days, for there will be great calamity upon the earth and wrath upon this people, and they will fall by the edge of the sword, and they will be led captive into all nations, and Jerusalem will be trampled by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. And there will be signs in the sun and moon and stars, and upon the earth distress of nations in perplexity because of the roaring of sea and rolling waves. People fainting from fear and expectation of what is coming on the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to happen, stand erect and lift up your heads, because your redemption is near. Look at the fig tree and all the trees. As soon as they put forth leaves, you see for yourselves and know that summer is already near. So also you, when you see these things happening, you know that the kingdom of God is near. Truly I say to you that this generation will not pass away until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. But watch out for yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down in drinking bouts and drunkenness and anxieties of daily life, and that day come upon you suddenly, like a trap, for it will come upon all who live on the face of the whole earth. But be alert at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that are about to happen and to stand before the Son of Man. And by day he was teaching in the temple, but in the evening he would go out to spend the night on the mount that is called Olives. And all the people were getting up early in the morning to come to him in the temple to listen to him. Thank you for listening. To God be the glory, and may his grace be with you.